welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast, your home for jerseys and their nerds. And also discussion around sports uniforms, hockey jersey design, and more. It's been a while since I've done that, and even longer since we've done an episode. We can get into that later, but with me today we have the two newest nerds. We have Alex. Alex, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I am great. And we have Carter Richard officially in the gang. His third episode and second one that will actually exist.
Yeah, I forgot about that other one.
Yeah.
And so did everyone listening.
Well, they never knew about it in the first place, unless they're in the Discord, which most of them are. We recorded an episode back in February talking about the Stadium Series and All-Star jerseys. And then through a combination of schoolwork, procrastination, and computer problems, I didn't get a chance to edit it for 4 months. And then apparently Zencaster has a 31-day limit before you can't download stuff anymore. So that's gone forever. But no, it isn't gone forever. The jerseys we're wearing right now. Look at that seamless transition. So what are we wearing?
Carter, go first.
I'll go first. Okay. I'm stepping away from hockey jerseys today. I am wearing a Manchester City away jersey. They just won the Champions League yesterday, completing the treble, they call it, where they won all 3 championships. So, very good.
Beautiful.
All right. Hello, random person in Carter's background.
That's my brother.
All right, I'm wearing probably the worst jersey I could have worn for the background I have right now. It's the newest jersey. It's the best jersey in, I'd say, modern NHL history. It's the Predators.
Wrong. That is a take.
That is the
correct take. It's the Predators' home yellow jersey. I was able to get a good price off of R/Slash hockey jerseys, and I picked it up for my birthday. And now I'm on an off-white and brown background, which makes it look like shit. So that's fun.
It already looks
classic.
Good.
Oh wow.
Going off of the last podcast topic that never got posted, I'm wearing the Stadium Series jerseys, the Carolina Hurricanes one to be specific. That has no numbers, no name, no patch. It's as blank can be, but I'm very glad that I do have it, so I can send it off and get it customized at some point. So I like this jersey a lot. I'm sure there are some thoughts. It is a jersey of all time.
Yeah, it's probably the second best jersey in the Canes rotation right now, which isn't saying a lot.
Thanks, Burkus.
Actually, third best. There's also the Whalers throwback. I forgot about that one.
Okay. Anyways, what are we going to talk about today?
So we have a lot to talk about, mostly because it's been 4 months since we recorded. We got the Fanatics takeover that was announced like 2 months ago. We have the World Cup logos, and we have event logos. So we should probably do that in semi-chronological order.
Let's go. Let's do the dang thing.
I guess, yeah, Fanatics takeover. Following this, so for those who missed it, or have just forgot, or permanently erased it from their memories intentionally.
That's me.
Yeah, Fanatics is taking over the NHL jerseys in 2024. So Adidas has this next upcoming season, and then after that, it's going to be Fanatics, which is a choice. I don't know if one of you two want to start that off. I need to.
Yeah.
I don't mind it as much as the general public minds it. Obviously, the worries are there, but I'm pretty confident that they'll do okay. Especially with the news that, like, they're going to be operating out of the same factory that Adidas is. They're going to be keeping the build fairly similar for at least the first year or two, I think it was what they said. So I don't want to say I have hopes, but I have very cautious optimism.
I would say that I think that it is, and I'm going to quote what I said to Burkus earlier, that it is speculative doo-doo garbage. I think that I expect the worst, but that's all that I have is expectations. I can't really say what they're going to do because obviously, like you said, they're going out of the same factories. Really, I think the only difference the first year is going to be fabric and probably, I mean, well, obviously it won't have the Adidas logo on it. But I can't really imagine that they're going to try to change too much at first without getting the teams involved. But I'm going to say something, and it's probably going to be controversial. I don't think that they can be worse than Reebok.
Then initial Reebok Edge takeover, yes. By like 2010, 2011 ish, like Reebok was pretty consistently putting out bangers like this thing.
See, but that's where we disagree.
Yeah,
Like think about the
just not
Predators
a banger.
rebrand, think about the Stars rebrand, think about the Wild away jersey, even Carolina's away jersey from the late Reebok Edge. I know you probably hate this one, Alex, but I really like that design. So I don't know. I feel like
They also gave us the most boring Carolina home jersey of all time.
Yeah,
yeah,
literally.
They said,
part
"You
kind of
are the
sucked.
red
That was
Maple Leafs."
unfortunate. Yeah, that was no bueno. But yeah, so I have a lot of similar concerns to Alex, where just Fanatics has known quality control issues, where like they consistently fuck things up. Like even like I get an occasional error in like
There's a whole
misspelling a
Twitter
name.
account for it,
But
isn't
yeah,
there?
if you have enough for a Twitter account to reasonably survive, like that's a bit of an issue. And then my other thing that I'm actually kind of worried about with Fanatics is their design philosophy, because I feel like they are just addicted to very, very boring templates shared by everybody. And like, I know that isn't gonna like be the case for like the NHL. They're not gonna set everyone to the same template like Reebok tried to do. But I'm like, I don't know if we'll see stuff like the reverse retro program from Fanatics or the Stars alternate from Fanatics or Vegas's gold jersey from Fanatics.
Or Vegas's neon glow in the dark on their
Yeah,
reverse retro.
Mhm.
yeah, stuff like that. Like Adidas, one of the cool things they did is they found a good balance between pushing boundaries and respecting hockey history. And I just don't trust Fanatics to do that at like a company mentality level. So
Fair.
it and that and that the quality control concerns and also the fact that this is Fanatics like first time doing this, and also like they've had problems with the MLB because they're kind of like the front men
I was gonna mention that. Yeah,
Nike
I
with the
have
MLB,
heard
and
about
like
that.
I remember seeing stuff like the Cardinals are missing some of their jerseys, like they were missing them into May. I think I want to say the Twins were also missing, like they didn't get their jerseys shipped, like one of their jersey sets shipped in time. So I don't know. I'm not hopeful here.
Yeah,
No.
no, the worries are definitely there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can try to look at the optimistic side and be like, who could benefit from this? Who could actually
I think
get
that
a good thing? For,
I
like
think
in
it
terms
might
of
make the consumer replica jerseys cheaper.
Yeah,
Because Adidas does, they have that. I mean, the authentic Adidas jerseys are expensive.
Mhm.
And for someone who wants to buy jerseys for more than one team or wants to buy more than one jersey a year, or I mean,
Yeah.
especially if there's a whole new set of jerseys coming out in 2 or 3 years when they start to redo a couple. I think that people who are buying jerseys will benefit. As far as teams that are going to benefit, I think that the worst teams in the league will definitely, like jersey wise, not performance wise. The worst
Actually,
teams
there's
in
a
the
decent overlap there.
yeah, I think that the Blue Jackets will benefit. Sorry, Burkus.
I
don't
mean,
like their current
it'd be
jerseys
hard
at
to
all.
get a downgrade. The only way you can get a
True.
downgrade is by making us have literally zero striping. So
True.
Which you
I
don't
think,
know won't happen.
yeah.
they just do
Keep
all of the jerseys like the Dallas Reebok jerseys, where it's like this arched number, and every team.
I
has
like
that.
those jerseys, I'm gonna be honest.
Another team that I think would benefit would be Washington because they have the other worst jerseys in the league.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
And
because
Washington, especially, because I just don't know if Fanatics is going to be able to replicate that template.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it wasn't a problem for Adidas coming over from Reebok, but
But they never changed their jerseys from Reebok, which is
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
well, yeah, I know. I was like, it's just stupid. Why would you like keep the same jerseys from a just violently inferior design program, especially when they're almost 10 years old at this point?
No,
They're more than 10 years old.
They're 15 years old.
Yeah, man.
15,
I forget.
16.
I forget what year it is sometimes.
Reebok started in 2007, so
Yeah.
the Blue Jackets have had essentially the same jerseys for 15 years. The Ducks, the Ducks had a different template that started Reebok.
The Ducks are okay, but I feel like they can also use an upgrade. I feel like the Kings
their
will
home
probably
jersey
get something more interesting. I hope they go back to purple instead of being black and gray.
This is where I do the obligatory Winnipeg mention.
Yeah. Well, I don't hate Winnipeg's jerseys. They could be worse.
Like their away could use some tweaks, but like their home jerseys, I like their home jersey. I like it more than their throwbacks. I don't know if that's a controversial take.
That is a
I
bold take.
think that is a take of all time.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Anyways.
be like, I'm just like.
Well, I
casually
do know.
throwing
I
hot
do know a
takes
lot
and-
of the nerds do not like, especially the blue throwback Jets jersey.
I think that's just a Justin thing, really. Like
The
it's
aviator
fine.
one?
No. The navy blue, like the heritage jersey.
Oh, I love that jersey.
I can't remember who was saying in the Discord, but
It-
there was
it-
like multiple people
Justin
agreeing that it wasn't good.
I know
violently
Justin
hates
hates it.
Yeah.
that. Which they're meh. Like that's my view towards like the Jets home jersey and the heritage jersey. It's just like they exist. They're fine.
That's my opinion on the whole set at this point. Like they've had the same jerseys since they moved here. They haven't changed them at all.
But
I think the real solution is them just moving back to Atlanta.
I disagree, and I am retiring as a jersey nerd.
There you go. Congratulations, Carter Richard, on the shortest jersey nerd career of all time.
He is speed running jersey nerddom. Yeah. So I guess my big hope is that Columbus does something because that they've been doing things off ice that are interesting, but we don't have time to go into that. You can just look at my Twitter if you want my thoughts on that.
I think that the teams that have the best jerseys will probably like get hurt by this. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if they'll change. Like, say Seattle's jerseys. I love Seattle's jerseys. And I can't really imagine them wanting to change their jerseys right away.
They're just too new.
Mhm.
Yeah, but what I would imagine is if this is the top of the league jersey wise, and this is the bottom of the league jersey wise, this is a really great thing for me to do on a podcast where some people may or may not be able to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I just imagine it's sort of squeezing. So the top will get lower, the bottom will get better.
There's lower
generally.
Yeah.
Regression to the mean.
There we go. Math. You thought you got into summer, baby. No, math is coming for you.
I don't get summer anymore.
Yeah.
That's real life for you. Anyways. Yeah, I just can't imagine it getting better for anyone who has decent jerseys already, but I can't imagine it getting worse for teams who have really good jerseys.
One
Bless
team I
you,
just thought of
Carter.
that I'm now really, really worried about is I'm worried that St. Louis is going to go to their throwbacks full time.
Like the off-white ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
the
off-white
off-white
one
ones.
and the Winter Classic, the two Winter Classic jerseys instead of their home and away jerseys.
Okay, I really like the light blue one.
Yeah,
but
the
I
light blue ones.
don't
It's a fantastic
love-
alternate. it should not be their home.
If they took that one and made a white version of it as their away, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I agree.
There are a lot of teams that are navy. They have
I mean,
basically the
but they're
same colors
royal
as the
navy.
Preds.
That's the thing. I'm also just a sucker for double blue. I'm a sucker for double any color.
We were having this conversation just the other day.
Yeah. Which is also probably why I like the Jets jerseys more than most people.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, unless anyone else has any more Fanatics thoughts, I don't think we are a fanatic of them.
Not a fanatic. Ha ha. I'll see myself out. Moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
To
a interesting design choice. We got
say that again.
Logo for the FIFA 2026 World Cup, which will be in North America.
All of it.
I could make a better logo with my eyes closed.
The most diverse in terms of like cultural and national hosting. They got there's 3 countries hosting, and they symbolize that by having 3 elements to their logo: a 2, a 6, and a JPEG. A literal ass JPEG. So yeah, the FIFA 2026 brand sucks. Does anyone
want
to
know how you really feel, Burkus?
I hate it. I hate it so much. I know Bepo is going to really have pushback on this because he really likes the motion graphic elements to it, and the motion graphic elements are cool. However, my counter to that would be you could do that with any logo.
Yeah.
Any like one color logo that's like good. You could do the motion graphics fun color thing with. Like you could do that with the Predators logo. You could do that with the Blue Jackets logo. You could do that with the Red Sox logo. You could do that with the Miami Heat logo. Like, homie, it's so disappointing, and I'm sad.
Yeah, it is horrible. Some of the color schemes used, because I guess every city's getting its own color scheme for it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. But then there's
cool.
like 2, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's like 2 cities that get a pattern in the background instead of just a solid color. And I'm like, why didn't they do that for everybody?
I'll have to look at those because I can't remember exactly off the top of my head which ones they are. But I'm going to say something. I don't hate the 2 and the 6. What I really hate is the regular old picture of the World Cup trophy in the middle. Like if you took that and you made it like negative space, or you put like some other vector element that looks like it matches the rest of the style. Like I think the style is cool. It's kind of unique. It's fun. It's very World Cup-y. Everything's sort of been wacky in the past.
There was a guy on Twitter who did that. They make vectorize the FIFA trophy in the middle, and like it looked good. Like not good. It looked better, which wasn't hard. It looked decent. Like I'd still be very disappointed if that's what they get rolled out with, but I wouldn't be angry about it.
Yeah,
like I am with this. I sent in the color scheme thing.
Okay, so now I'm even more confused because why is there just a picture of Atlanta in the background for it?
And so that'll be in the reference corner down there somewhere, maybe. Depends on where I put me. But some of these color schemes just suck. Like for the cities, like who thought that? Actually,
I see.
They aren't
and forest green.
The color schemes themselves aren't bad. They just make no sense for the cities they're in. Exactly, so like Philadelphia, red, white, and blue, that makes sense. But why the hell is Toronto lime green and blue? Like, that's weird. Why is Seattle double green? Shouldn't they have like? In Houston,
Seattle being double green makes sense. They're the Emerald City.
Okay, yeah, I guess that works. But
the green that the second green that they chose is like, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of, and it might just be what it is on their website, but the one on their website to like before
it's puke green.
Yeah, it's just puke.
Yeah,
it's
which works really bad with the gold PNG of a logo.
Yeah,
like.
So is it a JPEG or a PNG, Burkus?
It sure ain't a vector, I'll tell you that.
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF slash GIF.
It's a GIF. It's a GIF. It's a peanut butter.
It's a peanut butter. The FIFA is peanut butter.
There we go. That's the title of the episode. FIFA is peanut butter.
We're like 20 minutes in and we already have a bunch of great options for logos. Not logos. Not a lot of great options for logos, but a lot of great options for titles.
I sent a picture of a concept logo I saw online.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the one I liked on Twitter too, and I'll send it out in.
And it was
I like that
so
one.
much better. Like, even you could argue it's way too detailed, but
It definitely is.
Sick.
It's like it's got elements from all three countries. You can very clearly tell that it's still the World Cup trophy. I keep wanting to call it the Stanley Cup trophy, even though I know it's not. I do think it's probably too detailed, but like you're pulling elements from all the three countries and you're shoving them together into a little tiny space. I think that they could probably go with one from each country, but I mean, honestly, definitely better than what they've got right now.
I wish they leaned into the idea of being united a lot more. Like, you have three countries, and instead, like, they make it seem like every city is completely individual by making each color scheme totally different, when they could have done like this concept one, like a united type feat, which would also be nice just in general with how the world is. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah.
I can't find the concept logo now. But yeah, it's I don't know.
If Fanatics is speculative doo-doo garbage, this is confirmed doo-doo garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like it feels lazy. I'm sure that they spent a lot of time debating and building something that they liked, but I think that in the end, it just came out to sort of seem like they were like, yeah, this is the best compromise that we could possibly come up with for all three countries, is to just make it about the cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very good summary, where it's like, it's a logo, but it looks like it was cobbled together in like 10 minutes. I know it wasn't. I know a lot of people were paid a lot of money to make this look.
Way that it looks.
Make this look like it does. But it just looks unprofessional.
Exactly.
It's the highest stage in soccer. It just looks like an amateur logo.
Yeah, the biggest irk out of all of it for me, like, I have the official thing up right now on my other screen, and the picture of the trophy, like, it looks pixel. It looks like you put it on your phone, downloaded a free app called Background Remover, put it through there once without touching it up, and then placed it on top. It looks terrible. Which is why they should have done like a negative space vector type thing, because at least it would have been smooth.
Yeah. It's just all bad.
And the smaller you scale this logo, the worse it's gonna get.
That's true. That's just the fact that it is just a straight up PNG, JPEG, GIF, raster photo.
There you go.
A logo that'll go from like the size of this, like a captain's patch on an NHL jersey, to being on billboards in the side of stadiums. It's just it doesn't excite me. I am now less excited about this World Cup than I was before this logo came out. I'm talking about it more though. That's nice.
But
yeah.
It's.
And if you look at I'm gonna be totally honest. FIFA does not have like a great track record with these logos looking fantastic, but the recent iterations, like Brazil was pretty good in 2014. Russia's was nice in 2018. And
I really like
last year's was
Qatar's.
really good.
Yeah,
Qatar's was good, yeah.
Last year's was really good. But I
I'm a
mean,
big fan of
before
South
that,
Africa's too.
South Africa's is all
South
right.
Africa's great.
I think it's just dated now, which you can't fault them for that.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
the bid logo, the 26
The bid
bid
logo
logo
would have been
is
better.
a million times better. It was fantastic.
but I guess this was FIFA's decision and not. I guess would it have been CONCACAF who put that bid together?
Yeah, I think it was a
Yeah.
Catholic thing. Because I imagine if the U.S. led it, they would have just done it themselves. Yeah, so
No, it actually was literally just a joint bid led by the U.S. Soccer Federation, Canada Soccer Association, Mexico. So it wasn't even technically like CONCACAF, although I guess it was.
yeah,
Well, I guess CONCACAF includes a whole bunch of countries who aren't included in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So
like
they couldn't really do that.
Bahamas and
A lot of
other
Central
Caribbean
America
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Central
That's
America.
what one of the C's
Plus,
stands
we
for.
could have had
right?
gradient logo. I'm looking at it now.
Gradient logo.
We love
Is a gradient better than a raster? Vote
Yes.
in the poll
Yes.
below right now.
Yes,
I
very
think
much.
they should
so.
have made it chrome.
Chrome
I mean,
Dome.
Chrome logo.
Insert the
Not
Chrome
too
Dome
late.
picture right now.
We need to get the sickos committee to bevel this thing.
You don't have to get the Sickos committee to do it. I'll do it myself.
But yeah, and that is a logo.
It is
And
a
now
logo of all time.
It is a logo of all time. Like, part of me wants to go to College Game Day and just be like, please do a better logo. But yeah. So I guess moving swiftly right along, we're actually going at a decent pace right now. I know Alex has to get going in about a half hour, but we got 3 new logos for the NHL events next year to look at.
Wow.
And an announcement of Stadium Series games with a temporary word mark, which was funny because I remember seeing people on the NHL's announcement post not realizing it was temporary.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like,
It just says Stadium Series.
I mean, that'd be a choice. But yeah.
I wouldn't put it behind them to make that the actual logo.
Hey, Fanatics doesn't take over till next season. All right. Adidas got one more good year.
So let's go in order.
Yeah, let's go
chronological order.
Yeah, like we have been doing, except we just came from 2026.
So are we starting with the Heritage Classic then?
Yes, we were. Yes.
Why isn't it a leaf?
It has a leaf in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also in Edmonton.
Hence oil. It also has the big 20.
The leaf template was sick, though. That's
yeah.
That
Here, I'll explain to you why what you said was exactly correct. It was sick.
Okay, fair.
I think this logo is also sick.
I think this is good. Yeah, I'm not calling this bad by any means.
No, this sort of feels like it feels like it would fit in with like some of the more classic like Super Bowl logos, and like obviously not all the same design styles, but like the wording and the way that it like sort of fits together all into the shield. I think they did a really, really nice job with this.
I think they should have done it in the style of the 2003 Heritage Classic logo. Obviously, very modernized because the 2003 one is old. But with it being the 20th anniversary, I think it would have been really cool if they went back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see something similar, but I really like what they did here, and I do. They put the 2003 on there, and they got the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, I think if they brought back either one of like if they did this current logo, but with the font for Heritage Classic like that, Like keep the
Yeah.
same layout where it still says Heritage over Classic,
Yeah,
but keep
that would be sick.
transition to fonts over, if that makes any sense. I think
Yeah.
that would be cool.
That would be really cool. I'm a fan of that.
But yeah, it I think it's easy. Actually, no, it's not the weakest of the three that were unveiled. If you ask me, but yeah, it's a solid logo.
Yeah. I'm excited for the jerseys based off of some of the rumors that have been around, but
Yeah, I guess that's what the thing we can talk about. What do we? I guess we know what some rumors are, but what do we want from jerseys here? Do we have anything in
I
specific?
am A-okay with the Edmonton Mercury's throwback that they're heavily rumored to go with. Let's see if I can find a picture of it.
Yeah, I as I asked that question, I realized I don't really have any idea what they would throw.
I don't know what they would
Have to.
do because if you look up, I just looked up their 2003 jerseys to be like, oh, what did they look like? And they look exactly the same as they do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they didn't wear special jerseys for that.
Well,
You're
no,
actually
Edmonton's was at the time because Edmonton was in their bronze and navy era.
right.
Yeah, but it's the same template basically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I think that
You go. Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. I think that Edmonton really sort of lends itself pretty well to throwback jerseys. I mean, they've got a lot of history and they have a lot of different logos, and I think that they could pull something
Do they have a lot of
totally
different
new.
logos? They have like one logo.
They have like three,
I
and they're
don't-
all sort of different eras. I feel like they could do something like what's their little oil man logo?
Mm. I just call him the little oil man logo. I don't know if he has a name. I'm gonna name him Derek.
That was
I
the
think that
shoulder patch for the gear jersey, right?
Yeah, I think that
like oil Derek.
yeah,
Okay.
that's funny. Okay, I just took a D4 of psychic damage straight to the brain.
But yeah.
That
yeah.
joke was
So-
too good for what it is.
Yeah, but I think a little.
That'd be such
I
a
think
better
little-
mascot than our current one.
I didn't even know that they had a mascot.
It's
It is
the
a cat.
terrifying Lynx thing. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
But I think that having a Derek logo, I'm using him as that's his name now, Derek.
yeah.
I think that Derek, that jersey, or that logo on a jersey would be pretty cool. I think
Yeah.
maybe minus the pizza slice in the background.
Or only the pizza slice and get rid of the circle. That could be throwbacky.
That could be throwbacky. I like the block font Oilers above him too.
Mhm.
I don't know if you need to say Edmonton. I think you can just say Oilers and go
Yeah.
go with that. But I think that would be a pretty cool crest. Maybe I'll go and mock that up for my first concept in like a year and a half.
I need to do a Heritage Classic concept because I've finished a Stadium Series of Winter Classic concepts, but I still need
You're
to
very
post them.
sick, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. I kind of had the idea of doing arm number on one side and then sleeve stripe on the other side. And I was like, what makes this look good on the body? And then I was like,
Mhm.
sash. And then it just went from there.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not relevant at all. So let's go to the Winter Classic logo, which absolutely slaps, if you ask me.
My favorite event logo of all time in the NHL. I said it.
You know,
I
I
really
don't
like it.
disagree with that. I think it's beautiful.
The
Burkus
only
is
ones I think are
thinking-
contenders are the St. Louis Winter Classic and then the Pittsburgh. I forget if it was a Stadium Series or Winter Classic with the yellow bridge, like
Series.
forming the circle.
Oh yeah.
But
I
off the
still
top of my
think
head,
that's the
those are my
ones.
only two contenders. Yeah, this is a beautiful logo.
And I just know that they're.
I feel like
gonna
we should
have
describe
beautiful
these for the
faces.
audio listeners. I realize that might be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. I can do this.
Well, we'll
So
probably do the Heritage Classic one real quick.
someone else do that because I don't know how to describe that. I can
Okay,
do
so
the
Heritage
describe
Classic
one.
logo. Take the LA Kings shield, round out the two corners of the home plate thing, and tilt it back. Then you put an oil
Oil rig.
power derrick thing on it. Heritage Classic in cream and bronze. Edmonton on the banner underneath with 2003 and 23 on either side. Put a little 20 on it. Put a little leaf below, and slap the NHL logo on there, kind of haphazardly.
And Tim Hortons.
and Timmy's.
Can't
Don't
forget
forget
about Timmy's.
And then, Alex, you want to take the Winter Classic logo description?
Yeah, I'll take the Winter Classic logo. So it's a circle that's actually a compass. It has the compass needle pointing. It has both are red, which is an interesting choice. I thought one might be white, but it's pointing northwest.
Like the Pacific Northwest, guys. That's where Seattle is.
Oh my goodness. And then in the inner circle, there is a rope coiled around the outside. And then at the bottom, it has a little blue wave looking real cute. And then it says Seattle at the bottom of it as well.
They saw my Honolulu Waves logo and took inspiration.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that when I was looking at the rope because of how much of a pain it was to make your logo one color because of all those individual little rope bits.
Oh, yeah.
But then it says winter in a script with a puck above the eye, classic underneath it. Yeah. And then it says discover in the middle.
Is the classic font,
logo on there.
like, is the font for classic, is that the same as Seattle's wordmark?
No. No, but it is similar to their name bar font. It's not the same, but it's similar, just looking at it.
No, but yes. Okay, but generally speaking, I love this logo, and I can't find really anything wrong with it.
I genuinely, I can't find anything
Yeah,
wrong
the one
with
thing would be to have the
stick as a patch.
The only
one thing would be to have the pointed southeast bit be white or like
So it's
ice blue.
real.
But like
Ice blue
aside
would
from
be
that,
good.
yeah. Or maybe center the NHL logo at the top. But it's kind of weird that all three went with an off-center NHL logo.
I feel like that's always happens pretty much.
I think it's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like what they'll normally do is have a version with the centered logo for like the patches and stuff, and then an off-center version for when it's on the ice so the red stripe doesn't cut through it.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, this is a fantastic logo.
I don't really know what to say about it other than it's beautiful, and I wish that more logos looked like this. Well, not like this, but were this well done.
It's like very obviously Seattle, but like the rope is almost the same color as Vegas's gold. I don't know if that was intentional, but
I think it's more just because it's the color of a rope.
We're really racking up the title ideas. The color of a rope. Imagine you're scrolling through and looking for a podcast to listen to, and you see one called Jersey Nerds, the color of a rope.
50 Shades of Rope.
Please.
50 Shades of Rope.
Oh, no. Anyways, we're going to ignore that and move on.
Yeah, I think that leaves Carter to describe the
Carl's Jr.
Kinda, yeah.
I was thinking Whataburger.
I see. Hold on, let me look that up because I've never had Whataburger.
I was thinking Hardee's.
Burger chain all-star game.
Okay, I do not see Whataburger in it. Whataburger's logo looks like the Weezer logo, but we're not going to get into that. No, I actually like this logo for the All-Star game for Toronto, but as soon as I saw someone say it looks like the Carl's Jr. logo, that is all I can see now.
Yeah.
That is pretty much all I have to say about it. Like it's good for an All-Star logo, although I do wish they made more of a connection to the city because usually the All-Star logos and just event logos in general really tie into the city it's being hosted in, and this is just a start with it.
Or at least like the team branding. Like Edmonton's, I would say, is more of the team branding than the city.
Yeah.
But
and Seattle's too.
Yeah.
I mean, Seattle's
branding is tied to their city, so
it definitely looks like it's more like a Canadian All-Star logo than a Maple Leafs All-Star logo.
The Canadian Carl's Juniors. This is Team Canada, like in the Olympics' new logo. It's just this is just going to be their new logo
with All-Star still there and Toronto.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, is Marner American? I was going to say how the Leafs' two biggest stars are American, so it'd be
Mitchell. Where are you from?
They do
Oh
a
yeah, he's Canadian. I was gonna
Toronto-based
say he's from
look for the
Ontario.
Canadian national team, and then Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner aren't on it. I forget where Marner is from.
He's from Ontario.
Markham, Ontario.
Okay, well, he's a good old Toronto boy then. He won't be going to Arizona. No one will be going to Arizona. I guess, yeah, we could talk about that. I don't know if we have time to talk about that. That could be another episode, is Arizona Coyotes.
Bonus
What the
content. Bonus content. Arizona.
So, yeah, and I guess that just leaves the Stadium Series. We don't have a logo, but I guess we could talk about, I don't know, what we want to see there. I guess we should also probably talk about what we want to see in terms of jerseys.
I'm glad they're
Cool.
back at the multi-team format where they're doing like, you know, 2
Multiple games.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an actual series. Series means multiple.
exactly.
You need more than one to have a series.
Wait, so how many Stadium Series
There's
games?
2.
2 games,
Isn't it 2?
same spot.
Yeah.
One is Philadelphia, New Jersey. The other is Islanders, Rangers.
Hey, why
Interesting.
Philadelphia? Genuine question.
Because
Why
it's the
Philadelphia?
next closest geographic team.
Buffalo.
Buffalo is nowhere near New York City.
Buffalo.
It's
Buffalo,
literally the
Buffalo,
opposite.
Buffalo.
I am closer to Buffalo than
Oh, is
Buffalo is to New York City.
Yeah, I don't know my geography very well.
Buffalo is basically due south of Toronto.
Carter Richard L.
How big is very rare, by the way. I only take W's. Yeah, I search up Buffalo and it gives me the neighborhood of Buffalo in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So Google is useless. I didn't even know we had a neighborhood called Buffalo.
You
Well,
know what they
This
say.
is where our university soccer complex is. There's your fun fact of the day.
Oh, you know what they say. Buffalo, 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 Buffalo.
I made that joke already, but you weren't listening to me, so.
Damn it. So yeah, that's our events. And I'm kind of salty that Seattle got one before Columbus did in terms of Winter
It
Classic.
makes a lot of sense if you think about it, because one is in Seattle and the other one is in Ohio.
I
Thanks
wasn't
for
going
listening
to
to
say
the
it.
Nerds podcast. I'm joking.
And with that, Burkus has retired too. I'm the only Jersey nerd left.
Alex is your champion of Jersey Nerds. Congratulations. Confetti effect.
Jersey
I don't know if
Nerds
hockey
Battle
man can get
Royale.
confetti effect. Carter, do you have a confetti effect on your soundboard?
Thank you for listening to the Jersey Nerds podcast. Check out our website at jerseynerds.wordpress.com to find the latest news, concepts, podcasts, and more. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Jersey Nerds. Or just find all the links down in the description of the episode.